Hello everyone, I am the progenitor and this is an up-close session on the Shekinah Show. And here with me today is the CEO, Lex Media Photography, the person of Alex himself. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Really happy to be here.
All right. So, Lex Media Photography has grown into a creative brand and known for capturing timeless moments. Can you tell us more about the vision behind Lex Media Photography and how you built it to be the success it is today?
First of all, the vision behind it, when I've always had that catchy eyes for art. Art has always been one of my inspiration, and right from secondary school, I would always go for sneak behind the family back. My mom, my elder ones, and would always go for like art galleries and all of that. I guess if they are watching this now, this will be the first time they are knowing about it. So I would always sneak out Ikeja. There's an art gallery at Ikeja. They're still there up to now. So that they always go for it. I think twice every week. I think that was where I met my mentor, photography icon in the industry, Kilicha Madiobi, and from there developed into something. Always following my other brother for shoots because he's a cinematographer also. So I'd always go with him for a shoot, and that was how photography, that was how the vision started.
Oh, interesting.
Growing it to where it has not been easy. That I can tell. It has not been easy. It has always been from one step to the other, and photography is something that will make you feel like, how would I put it? It's something that will make you feel like you're not ready for, because by the time you look at the cost of living, and when someone tells you, I want to start photography, and the first thing I tell you, when someone walks up to me rather, sir, I want to start a photography business, I want to learn photography, and the first thing I'm telling the person is, are you ready? Do you have about $1 million to buy a camera? Do you have $500,000 to get a camera, and all of that? So it gives them this orientation that if you don't have money, you cannot start photography. But if there's anything I am happy about is that I went into it, I started it, and I'm excelling in it.
Started and now is excelling in it. All right. So you're a Christian, of course. How do you integrate your faith into photography and creative projects rather? How does your relationship with God influence the way you capture the moment? Yes, we know you're the source of all inspiration. Yes, but how do you blend it together?
So there is a general saying that photographers are nuditists.
Okay.
A general saying that people usually use. They tag us as, photographers, and they are womanizers, they are cheaters. In fact, they are not consistent when it comes to relationship and all of that. But it's amazing that I have been into the business for roughly 10, 12, 15 years, and I can boldly say that my faith has been intact. I started photography as a nude photographer.
Okay.
That's how I started photography, as a nude photographer then, and I never allowed it get to me. So what I would always do then, while I was running apprenticeship, what I would always do then was that I would always, before, God bless my mom wherever she is, before everything, say a word of prayer, before any shoot, before anybody, before my boss then would always say, we are going to so and so place. There's this magazine that we are going to run your model shoot and all of that. And for models, when they are running those kind of shirts, they use it for magazines and all of that. So those particular set of people, you always see them with the bikinis and all of that. And as a young guy, then, it was not easy. It was not easy. I'm never going to say that it was easy. It was never easy doing it. But I prayed about it and I worked on myself consistently. I kept on hitting on it like, no, I'm not going to let this part of this thing ruin the relationship I have with God. I'm not going to let this part of my life, this aspect of photography, make me feel like I'm a sinner. So I kept on, like, which is and it helped me a lot because my favorite version of the Bible was when Paul said, by the renewal of the mind in Romans. So that word I kept on professing that word. So for every shoot I go for, I'm always telling myself, Lord, renew my mind. Lord, renew my mind. Lord, renew my mind. And little did I know that the more I kept on saying that, it was working, and at the same time, it was boosting my creativity. Because for every word of Lord, renew my mind, He's renewing my mind to open my eyes also for more creativity to come in. So the more I kept on professing and confessing the word, it was working. So it was just glare, and glory be to God, I'm here, and there is no single client that would open their mouth and say, I quote it anywhere, anytime, any day. There is no one of my clients that will open their mouth and say, Alex, no, Alex has slept with me before on a shoot, or Alex has asked me out on a shoot. No one. None of them can boldly say it.
Impressive. Wow. Okay. Now, I would like to ask this question because from what you've said now, from the belief system of people concerning photography. Now, I would like to ask the question: if there's a belief system that photographers are, they do a lot of things to, they blend in a lot of things into their work. Now, are you trying to say now that if I want to venture into photography business, I should be ready to face such? It's compulsory I face such. Can I not, if I have such an opportunity, can I not turn it down like, no, I'm not doing this shoot?
Well, you can.
Okay.
You can definitely turn it down. But at the same time, okay, so let me give you an instance.
All right.
Let me give you an instance. So, I have this client that whenever they call me for their shoot, I already know what they want to do.
Okay.
So what I do is, I don't do it anymore. I don't run nude shoots anymore.
Okay.
So what I do is, I have this particular set of people that is their theory of photography. That is the aspect of photography that they run.
Okay.
So when they reach out to me, okay, Alex, this is what I want to do. We're going to work with so number of models, and this is what we are expecting. This is the mood board, what we're expecting. So what I do is, okay, fine, no problem. I don't charge you. I refer you to them.
Okay.
So whatever happens between you and them, and I always state it, I am referring you to so people to run it. I am not going to be the middleman. So whatever issues is happening between you guys, sort it out. But don't come to me, because I don't do this anymore. So I always state it. So it is possible for you to say no to it. But then if you are a starter, you will be tempted to pick it.
Your offer is big.
Exactly.
Okay.
If you're a starter, you'll be tempted to pick it. Because running shoots for a model agency is not a 50,000 naira job. So, and the offer alone that they will place to you is enough to tell you, pick. In fact, even if you're sleeping and you hear that kind of offer alone, subconsciously you say, I'm available. Subconsciously.
Okay.
So, well, along the line, I looked at it and I was like, my faith, life. I have to balance the skill. So, should I keep on doing this? Like the Bible says, shall we keep on sinning so that grace may abound? So I had to tell myself, okay, I think it's high time you let some things go and focus more on this other aspect. So let it not just look like you are only known for this aspect of photography. No, spread your wings. And which is what I did.
Okay, wow, interesting. So, there are many fields in life. There are many things. In fact, there was a time where, if your parents ask you what do you want to be in future, and you be like, I want to be a photographer, they will almost remove your head. So, how were you? How have you been coping with it? Like, oh, it is photography and nothing else. And now you are being consistent in it, no doubt. And so, what is it about photography that has captured you so much that, man, it's if not photography, it's nothing else.
One of my elder brothers actually threw me out of his house because of photography.
Wow.
Because to him it was a waste of time. It was a lazy man's job, in his own words. Like, word for word, photography is a lazy man's job. I remember extremely well. He was like, he has this welder friend. I would go and learn welding. He would raise the money, get me a machine. After I've done my freedom, get me a machine, and I'll start the welding business and all of that. And I stood my ground and I said, no. You're not saying what I'm saying. It's me. It's what I want. Yeah, I understand you mean well. You're my elder brother, so normal. You don't wish me bad. You mean well for me. But I know what I am capable of when I'm with my camera. And I know extremely what I am highly capable of when I'm sitting in front of my laptop and I want to edit and I want to grade any picture. No matter the model of the camera, when she place it to me and tell me, set this camera up for me, even if I am sleeping. I don't know how to place it, but even if it is a new camera once you just tell me, this camera, I don't know what is wrong with it though. Let me see it. Just give me 5 minutes with it. That's all. So my elder brother threw me out of his house because of photography. To him, like I said, a lazy man's job. And I told myself, I said, okay, I was going to show him. I think if some other people would take it like, no, I'm not going to forgive you for this, this thing that you just did to me. I didn't take it that way. I actually did not hold it against him. I took it as a morale, as a push, as a boost. Then I told myself, that very day, in front of his gate, that night, I told myself, I will make you see the good in this. 2 years, before the end of that year, my first movie gig came in. My first set pictures, production company called. I went. From there, it's been one production to the other, one client on to the other. Even how I restocked my new gadgets. And if he calls me now and say, okay, what's up? Where are you? It's either he's hearing, I'm in Oyo, or I'm in Abuja. Or even if I'm in Lagos, okay, I'm on set. That's just it. So it's not about. Sometimes in life, though, we actually need that push. Someone who would push us, and like the Bible says, He shall use the enemy as a stepping stone for us. He shall prepare a table in the presence of our enemies. And sometimes it is those set of people that would push you. Now, the issue with generally now, not just on photography aspect, generally, the issue I've seen that people have is when people tend to do those kind of things to them, they pick an offense with it, forgetting that everybody has a right to their own opinion. So when my elder brother did that to me, I said it as, oh, it's your own opinion. You're not saying what I am saying. Because he was like, in how many years to come now, who will be taking pictures? Because everybody can take, they're doing phones that will do all of that. Yes, true. But photography is a business that will never run dry. No matter what, and no matter what iPhone want to do, what they want to produce now, no matter what Samsung, no matter the kind of camera quality that Samsung wants to produce now, photography is a business that will never run dry. You cannot make a production, any camera production that will match the same quality of a digital camera. It's not possible. Because the more you say you want to make your megapixel higher, the more Canon is making theirs higher.
Yeah, true.
So if you're running 2 steps, they are running 24 steps ahead of you. So when it happens, I was just like, okay, it's your opinion now, no problem. And that's just been it. I saw it as a push, as a strength to excel.
Interesting. Okay, so it is no news that you are in collaboration with a major actress. Yeah, you know.
That's my mother.
So we know you are in collaboration with a major actress. So how did this partnership come about? And what has it been like working with her?
First of all, permit me to give a shout out to her.
Okay.
In the person of Kadiri. Mama, I love you and I really appreciate everything you do for not just me, but for the entire crew. I really, really appreciate. And Mama, you know now, I don't take you for granted. Our partnership came in through a friend. So she had a minor setback and she reached out to me. I was like, okay. She collected my number from a friend though. And for the very first time she reached out, I was like, sorry, I got your number from so and so person. This is what happened to me and this, and I was like, oh, okay, so what do you need? And she told me, I said, all right, fine, no problem. Can you come to my place or how do you want to? She needed some set of softwares. And I was like, oh, can you come to my place or how do you want to get it? She said, this is where she stays. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. I can send them to you on WhatsApp and just tell you how to use them, tell you how to install them. And that was it. And I think 2 weeks later, she reached out to me. I was like, I'm not going to be CCCCCO. Can you just come and do it? And I said, oh, okay, fine, no problem. What production is it? And she told me. I said, fine. Right from time, I've never been the one that would always carry celebrity on my head. No offenses to all the celebrities that I know, but I've never been the one to carry celebrities on my head. I've always been like Ruth will always say, celebrities are known as celebrities for how they carry themselves. The charisma that they put on themselves, how they value themselves. If you value it as yourself that way, you are also a celebrity. Everybody is a celebrity. It's just how you value and carry yourself that matters. And I've always picked that. And so I think our first set together was not pleasant. Our first production together was not pleasant because I was just getting to know her style of pictures, how she loves her pictures and everything. So it was not pleasant because there were a whole lot of back and forth and all of that. But got to understand her, and I was like, okay, so this is how you like your things being done. And started doing it how she liked it. In fact, even started adding Jaracep to it. Because I believe in, once I'm able to read you and know how you want your pictures, I infuse my creativity to it. So if you like your pictures colorful, no problem. I will make it colorful for you in a way you don't, in a way that by the time you see it, you're like, wait, I'm not, this is above my expectation. And that's just me. So no matter how you want to say, Alex is not a good photographer, go and ask. Go and check. Which is why for every new client that comes to me, I always tell them I don't price. I don't give him price. What I do is I send you a catalog, a link to my catalog. Go and check it. Then you have an idea of how much I charge. Then you cannot come back and say, okay, sir. this and this and this and this and this. But with her, it's been amazing. Like, and Ruth, she's someone who values her crew members and will always be there for her crew members. Ruth cannot hear, my crew members cough. No. She's one of the best in the production, in the Nollywood industry in general. She is, and we all love her.
Much gratitude to you, where you are still live here with us on Upclose session of the Shakina Show. Remember, do well to subscribe, do well to like, do well to click on the notification icon, and so that you get updates on whatever we're doing. You can also share your comments, and definitely get back to you. Now, in a bit to continue, working in the movie industry can be wild at times. Yes, very wild, and you getting to meet different categories of people, different, people that have different opinions, different religion, different ideas. They want to merge everything together. So I want to ask, how have you been able to cope in this, let me use the word, in that environment? How have you been able to keep your composure in such an environment?
My steez.
Yeah, I didn't want to use the word, but since you have used it, how have you kept your steez in such an environment where you have a lot of clashing ideas and so on and so forth?
It's simple. Pray, study, pray, study, pray, study, pray, study. As simple as that. So the thing is, in the joining the movie industry in Nollywood was really a battle, because I was like, growing up I was a church boy. So joining the movie industry was a way of saying, this is Nollywood, this is church, and you are like this. Because even on Sundays I work. I'm on set on Sundays. So I cannot even remember the last time I went to church.
Wow.
Because of work. But it has never kept me away from God. It has never brought my faith down. In as much as, yes, we see a whole lot of things, we've heard a whole lot of things, and experienced a whole lot of things also, but it has never affected my work with God. One of the very special person in my life, very close to my heart, was once asked me that, okay, how you've not been going to church for a while, and don't you think it's high time to stop some things? I knew where she was going to. Immediately I told her, let's not forget, the church is a building. I can be on set. My AirPods is in my ear, and I'm following my pastor's message every Sunday. If I'm on set, I don't miss my pastor's preaching. I don't want to know how you want to do it. Once my AirPod is locked in my ear, that is it. I'm out. I've isolated myself from every other thing that any other person is saying. Anything that brings my AirPod out of my ear when I'm on set on a Sunday is when I hear the grace. And my pastor preaches for 2 hours, 30 minutes. So for 2 hours, 30 minutes, I'm locked in. I keep my morning devotion every morning. And I keep my daily nightly devotion also. So I run my prayers morning and night. So it's joining the movie industry has never affected my spiritual growth. The only thing that it affected was me going to church, but it never affected my spiritual growth. Because I'm still on set and I still do my study. I finished 3 books on set from Kenneth Copeland. 3 of his books on set. So it's not just about you're not a sinner, you've not been going to church, you're not doing this. No. The movie industry, yes, it is wild. But it is if you would give into it. If you give into it, that's your choice. But for me, myself, and I choose not to give in. I choose to stand and portray my faith. And I'm in a production whereby before we start any production, we pray. Even still after the production, we still pray. So it is not, when you're in a production like that, obviously, you know. Okay, I know of another production that I work for. Every morning, they do a general morning devotion. Every morning. If they're shooting for 4 days, the whole of that 4 days, they do a general morning devotion. Then they do a video when they wrap. A production does that. So the movie industry is not just all about the bad side. There are some good productions that keep the faith going, that helps you push you through the faith. That even help with assisting. If you're not the kind of person that keep up with prayers, they will help you. Unknowingly, unconsciously, they will help you. So there are still productions like that. So it's just we generally that see it as doing too much. For me, I don't see it that way. Because growing up, I've always been a church boy. My mom is an intercessor. Wow. So I've always been a church boy, and the prayer always come from a prayer background. So I don't see it that way.
Okay, wonderful. Yes, creativity does not separate you from who you are or from what God is to you. It actually even helps you to even understand and see more parts of God. Now, I want to ask this quick question so that we can find out some. Let's do this on a lighter note. You stand before the camera and you are to shoot a romantic scene, and you are behind the camera and you are to cover it. Okay. Oh, will you turn and do Father of the what would you do? Will you do a quick prayer and carry on, or it doesn't just mean anything to you? Just go on, and let's say the scene is going to get hot. Trying to minimize my words and said, but the scene is going to get really hot. So what do you do?
Well, for starters, I would say there is no script that any writer, even if the writer did not put it, directors will put it. Directors, you know yourself. If you are going to watch this, you know yourself. Even if the writer will not put it, directors will put it. Unless it's even if it's a gospel movie. Unless we are talking about the Mount Zion kind of movie productions. But once it's not coming from the church, and it's coming from an actual production, Nollywood production, directors will put it, even if it's not there. Some directors will put it. They will tell you, it has to sell this connectivity, this bond between. You have to show that yes, they are truly in love. They are, their intimacy. There has to be a kissing scene. There are directors like that. And what I do is, starting from photography generally, I've always not. You guys are just here to work. If after you do it and anything happens between the both of you outside production, it's your business. It's not my business. I'm here to work, and I'm here to work, and I'm going to work. So once I'm done with my job, whatever happens next it's not my business. So when it happens, and I'm saying in the first, Mama, the Bible always said the body is going to be weak. It's the strength of the spirit that elevates the body, that awakens the body, that holds it together. So what I do is, I'm always praying in my mind, though, what I always say, word of prayer, I have a round-the-clock prayer alarm being set in my phone. At 6 a.m., 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m., 12 a.m., round the clock. So for every quarter of an hour, I do my prayers. You might not hear it when I'm on set, but I'm locked in. Once my phone vibrates like this and I check the time, it's 9 o'clock, I've started my prayer. You just notice that Alex is just on his own. He's not saying any, he's not relating with anybody. He's just on his own. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing my prayers. So it has always been me and God, me and my faith. And I still stand, and I'm still going to say there's absolutely nothing that's going to come in between me and my faith with God.
Absolutely nothing is going to come between him and faith in God. And it's an advice to everyone too. Absolutely nothing should come between you and your faith in God. So, to wrap it up, what would you advise young and creative individuals who are looking forward to follow in this footstep, in this line? What would you advise them, or who feel called to pursue the same passion? What would be your advice to them to balance in their faith in their career, And we should not also forget, what the world thinks and how they can push through no matter what.
Okay, for this, I'm going to look at the camera and say this. The world will pull you down. The world will make you feel like you're weak. They will throw, in fact, temptations in photography is bound to happen. You cannot escape it. You cannot escape it. I've been on a set before, and an actress reached out to me. I was like, sorry, can you help me unhook my bra? And I was like, excuse me? So temptations is normal. It's bound to happen in this line of work, in our occupation. But the only thing that will keep you going, the only thing that will keep you intact is your prayer life. The other thing that will keep you intact is your work with God, your faith. You can't be a baby Christian and be in this occupation. It is not possible. If you want to start photography, you want to join the movie industry, build up your spiritual life, build up your prayer life, build up your relationship with God. Let it be strong, let it be firm, because that is the only thing I can assure you. That is the only thing that would pull you through, that would put you in that right path. Because I know of a whole lot of people that started this and have gone astray. I know of a very close friend of mine that have died. And finding out how he lost his life alone it was not supposed to be. It was not supposed to be. So if you want to start this, God is the only person that can see you through. God is the only person that can help you, guide you, put you right. And make the Bible your friend. Even if it's one chapter a day, Just make the Bible your friend. Get accustomed with Christian music. Because once you're on set, you will hear a whole lot of things. You will pick up a whole lot of foul languages and all of that. Plug your ear. If you don't have an AirPod, earpiece, plug your ear. Play your gospel music. Soak yourself, dine yourself with it. And you'll just notice that you're working freely. In fact, there's no set that I go for. I have 2 AirPods inside my bag. I have an earpiece inside my bag. If one of the AirPods dies, I'll go pick the second one, put it in my. If that one dies, earpiece is there. Earpiece cannot die. That's the thing. So, as this one is low, no problem, you're low. I'll pick the one that is. As you know, when the one is full, okay, your earpiece go and rest. Your AirPod enter, come and continue. That's the thing. That's the circle. And always have a mentor. Not a mentor in the movie industry, not a mentor in the photography world. It's normal for you to have it. Even if you're going to have a mentor in the photography world and the movie industry, make sure that mentor is a deep believer of God's word. He's someone that you when you call him, you can pray about. That is also part of the reason. One of the things that I can advise them to have.
Wow. It has been a wonderful time out here with Alex, the CEO of Lex Media. It has been insightful, it has been exciting, it has been interesting, it has also been enlightening. I want to say a very big thank you to you, Alex, for your time out with us.
Thank you so much.
We also want to say a very big thank you to you watching us at home. We encourage that you click on the notification icon, you subscribe, you like our page, and you follow us for subsequent sessions like this. There is always a lot to learn. Till I come your way next time on the close-up shot with our next celebrity, I am the progenitor. See you.